I am Jazzie Carrington, and this is my show, What's Hot with Jazzie. I'm introducing you to some of the hottest, most innovative people around the nation, from pop culture entertainment to people making a difference in your community and mine. So let's get started with What's Hot with Jazzie. Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of What's Hot with Jazzie. I'm your host, Jazzie Carrington, and we are back again with another special segment of Hot Talk, Hot Topics with my fabulous friend, whom I love so dearly, Mr. Darius King.
I see how that
Yes, Darius, we've been busy. We've been busy. Let me tell you, now, Darius is a celebrity hairstylist, and I had the pleasure. You know what? You are so wrong. And I had the honor and the pleasure of working with him a couple of weeks or so ago on my photo shoot, and it was wonderful, fabulous. We had the best time. So, Darius, what's been going on? Because I know you've been booked and busy.
Baby, it's just been day after day, booking after booking, and I don't know, I'm thanking God for it, man, because I was in like a little funk. And,
I know.
I hate being booked and you in a funk.
Yeah.
So then,
it's like, do I appreciate it?
Like, God, I thank you, but damn.
Exactly. Like, I feel like I ain't got no gratitude.
Right. For real, but it's been so much. Like, I have so much in store, and I don't know.
Well, you're still so fabulous.
Thank you.
As always.
You're almost over. I feel like I ain't get enough.
Well, the biggest thing this year is the Beyonce Renaissance Tour. Yes.
And shout out to whoever who lied, talking about them tickets was $1,500. She started her ticket sales off at $50.
Exactly.
I gotta get something in the bag.
133, boo.
I might be in section Z, but bitch, I'm gonna be there.
Exactly. But you know what? Oh my God, the production, whoever is sick, the costumes, she looks amazing. She looks amazing. The production of the show looks freaking fantastic.
I went and got me, you saw that outfit she got with the gloves on it.
Mm-hmm, with the hands.
I done went and got me a piece. Because I said, girl, you're not finna outdo me. I might jump in Club Renaissance and get the, I gotta cool it down. Yeah, I want to get out there too.
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't pay what she paid.
I damn sure didn't. I'm trying to go bedazzle my shit myself.
Well, a lot of people have been talking about, because she's had her daughter, Blue, on stage with her, and she's been dancing and on stage, and people, she's a young girl. She's a little girl, and I feel like people have been really saying some really not so nice things, saying she's too stiff, she can't dance, whatever. And I'm like, what is she, like 11, 12?
I don't know. They done kept her, behind closed doors so long. She might be 22.
I don't know. They take her with them pretty much just about everywhere they go. I mean, she won a Grammy, for God's sake.
Exactly. Like, you have to put respect on her name. Grammy Award winning. A lot of y'all be
Blue
nominated.
Ivy.
A lot of y'all be manifested. But she is Grammy Award winning Blue Ivy Carter.
Yes. But I think she's doing great because she's young. I think she's only like 11 or something like that, or 12. And I think is so cool. And I think she's doing a great job. I mean, she keeps up with them steps.
She do.
She does keep up. Her mama does not play. B comes to slay, baby. And but oh my God, I think that this Renaissance concert is probably one of the most beautiful productions I have ever seen.
Really?
Yes. Because did you see, I don't know if y'all saw this, I don't even know how to describe it. that big round like circle thing on the stage, and it looks like a full giant body is laying back. That's a silhouette of her over that. I was like, oh my God, yes.
Like she definitely put a whole lot of
they put a whole lot into this.
I'm just like feeling the type of way. I'm still going Beyonce. But I just feel the type of way because I wanted you to like sit on the edge of the stage and like roll your eyes when you sing Resentment and stuff like that. You feel it a little bit like you too in love right now. Like, you so happy you about to announce at the end of the tour that this
Well, do you think
tour.
she looks happy?
Beyonce might be watching it. You know, the Beehive get people shit shut down, so we might need to hug.
I think she looks beautiful.
I do.
I think she looks beautiful. I think she's matured, and I think that she's a great entertainer. Beyonce is truly an icon, and she will truly be a legend in her own right. And speaking of legends, we recently lost, unfortunately, the fabulous Tina Turner, our queen. The queen of rock and roll. She had, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I admired this woman so much. She had been through so much in her life. She has gone through hell and back. And I actually went and saw the Tina Turner Broadway musical. Oh my God! When I tell you,
I'm so jealous. Don't keep
phenomenal, phenomenal. And the young lady they picked to play her, oh my God, just you. It was like you were watching Tina, just watching her in the flesh. But to go through so much and then come back in your 40s and just like, and you know what? That tells me it doesn't matter what age you are, ladies or gentlemen. It doesn't matter. You can, as long as you got breath in your body, you can do whatever you believe that you can do. And that's the thing about Tina. And she was always smiling, and she just had the most beautiful spirit. And when I heard that she had passed, and she was 83 and she suffered from intestinal cancer. And of course, you know, she had a stroke a few years earlier. And the most amazing husband, 12 years her junior, he gave her his kidney, one of his kidneys.
Oh my gosh, I did not know that.
Yes, this man loved this woman till the day she died. And, you know, I just...
Is that my sign I need me a white man? I don't know no black man who gonna give up their kidney. It's halfway down because they don't want to give me their heart. But,
they definitely damn sure ain't gonna give you no kidney.
Any of y'all single and available, ready to give me a kidney so I can keep drinking? Thank you.
Oh, you know what?
Well, what would you think? He gave her the kidney and what else?
Yes, and you know, she was just such a beautiful lady and a wonderful light. And we're going to miss her, Tina. But you know what? We were blessed to have her.
And what I did not know is Tina did that interview with Oprah. And she said, my struggles didn't start with Ike.
Yeah.
They continued with Ike.
Yeah.
But she was struggling since a child. And what I did was, What's Love Got to Do with is Die Hard, one of my favorite movies. So when I rewatched it the other day, and out of all my times of watching it, I really watched when she said, okay, as a child, I was watching struggles and, you know, like I was going through the biggest struggle, you know, like with her mom and her family and stuff like that. When Tina's mom ran away from home and, well, not ran away, but left her with her grandmother and stuff like that. And then Tina was brought back with her mom because her grandmother died. I wasn't paying attention to the details. Like her mother was really like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Like very like a hateful woman.
I think she was jealous of her.
Definitely.
Because even, you know, the Broadway musical, from my understanding, Tina had a hand in that a little bit of picking the lead character and just really as far as them telling her story accurately. And it seemed like that the mother was very jealous. And sometimes I think, and this is just in regular life, I think sometimes when you have a light or if you have something that God has given you in you and it just shines even when you're not trying, I think when people don't understand that and they can't, you know, comprehend it, I think either one thing or the other, they either embrace it and they celebrate you or they hate you.
Literally. And I feel as if Ike was trying to tear her down so much, even like while watching the movie. I'll say, like, from watching the movie,
he was jealous of her.
He was definitely jealous.
He was
and
jealous
the
of
mother
her.
just like giving her daughter. I feel as if she just gave her daughter away. Like the money was good. Ike sneaking her money from time to time, like he taking care of her. Even when she ran away, I'm coming to my mom like as a sense of comfort. Like, Mom, this is a sense of urgency. Mom, I need you. And she's like, baby, you can't make him mad. Like, what did you do?
But you have to understand, I think what people have to understand, whether they're parents, people are still individuals. Mm-hmm. And if you haven't dealt, we don't know what her mother may have went through and whatever her struggles or whatever she went through. And I think as individuals, regardless, you can become a parent, but it doesn't stop whatever is going on in here that hasn't been dealt with.
Do you feel as if it could worsen it? Because what if you're not all the way healed and now you have such a big responsibility, such as becoming a parent? So now you have to endure this pain that you're not healed from. And now you have a whole nother, you have a whole nother responsibility that you're really not even ready for.
Well, some people, I will tell you another side of that. Some people who have that pain or not healed, they sort of worship their children. They hold on very tightly, not wanting their kids to move on. Have you ever seen those mothers? I know a gentleman, I had a friend years ago, and his mama, nobody was ever, he was trifling. He won't not that great of a guy. And his mama, though, she just felt like, my baby, nobody's good enough. And he literally would run and see her with a wife. He had a wife, but he would go see his mama and stay the weekend every weekend. I'm like, why ain't you doing things with your wife?
The mama better have stayed far away. Because you're not going up the street to stay with your mama on the weekend.
Yeah, he would go stay with his mama every weekend instead of being home with his wife.
So where the hell do you get? When your mama say, I'm not what you need. I tell you what, since she knows it all,
then that is where you need to be. We love you, Tony. We love you, Tony. But that's what I'm saying. So some people do that because, they'll coddle the kids.
It's the comfortability. Especially with a man. A man can be such a mama's boy. And it's like me, I purposely aim not to be a mama's boy because it's okay, I am gonna have to be somebody's husband one day, whether I'm gay or not. I'm gonna have to be. I know I'm gonna be somebody's husband one day.
Well,
them kidneys, I still want them. But no, I just feel as if it becomes a nurturing thing. It's the mama can never let that baby off their boob.
And that's not good though.
I have cousins that have done that. No. You'll live with your parents till you about 52. Mm-mm. They crouched over, right? You can't even sneak people in the house to get your little hunch on.
Well, my son is married, and now I'm going to be a grandma. I'm having my first grandchild. I can't believe. Can you see me, a grandmother? Oh my God!
Oh, that baby gonna be spoiled,
rotten. And we don't know yet. Oh, but I want a girl. I want a little girl because
Please give her a boy.
If I get a girl, it's over because grandma gonna shower her every chance I get. But I do not interfere with my son and my daughter-in-law's marriage. Me and my son have a great relationship, and I love my daughter-in-law. But I let them be married. I don't get into their stuff. I don't feel like he has an obligation to put me before her because she comes first.
Right.
When a man and a woman are joined together, they're one. Mm-hmm. And so she comes first. So I feel just blessed that I look at my daughter-in-law as another daughter. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like I'm blessed to have me another daughter.
Yeah.
And so, but I think that this thing with trying to control the kids and the dynamics, even when they're grown, it's just too
It
much.
give me like Mama D vibes. Like,
oh gosh.
But have you ever been in a situation with a man where it's like he puts his mother first?
Yes.
And like y'all are like locked in, but he still puts mama first.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I don't fault you because it's like, in a sense, I do definitely put my mother 1st. Mm-hmm. However, mama, that's my man. You're my mama. It's a lot of stuff that he and I do that you and I can't do. Mm-hmm. We won't
Hold that thought. Sorry, y'all. The lighting was just giving us some problems.
But how do you deal with that? Like, would you leave him? Because, like, really?
I did.
I was just about to say, I know you did, but damn.
I did, because you know me. I'm like, Medea, to hell with that. I will bounce. I don't do mama's boys. I want a real man. I don't do all that running to your mama and acting like your mama is before me. I say have love for your mom and all that good stuff, but no.
I love when a man can be like, I ain't talking to my mom in a couple of days, because I'm just living my life. And, I'm just vibing. And then knowing that I've been with you all those couple of days, I'm the reason that you're not talking to your mom. Because you're really, no, not even trying to be funny, but it's really like, okay, you're enjoying your time with that person. Like, now we're creating that union. And I understand that there are boundaries that we have to set. Okay, like, you don't come before my mom technically, but I do put you first. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think there has to be boundaries. Mm-hmm. But Darius, I'm gonna be honest. I'm so rusty in damn relationships. I could say, cat, dog it, whatever, and it probably would not be right.
But it's so crazy because I was even surprised that you said that you're okay with your son putting his girl first.
Well, that's about biblical, though. See, I go spiritually with that.
Oh, that's probably why I be so.
Yeah, because that's spiritual for me. Because when a man and woman are joined together, let no one tear them apart. Like you leave. The Bible says you leave your mother and your father, and you become as one, and you love your wife as you love yourself. So I look at it spiritually, and so even if something, God forbid, was going on and he came to me, I still wouldn't get in the middle. What I would do is try to do everything possible to be as positive as to work on that marriage and work through. I think we're in a world now where people are like, I don't need a husband. Everybody want to be a baby mama. I mean, that's your choice. I don't have anything against that. I'm not judging anybody. But I think when two are together, two is better than one.
Definitely.
And God blesses marriages. And I think when people are married.
Oh, that was the word you just said. I'm writing that down.
Yes, when people are married, that I believe, you're even more blessed.
See, now that's another topic of discussion. Because if God bless the marriages,
yeah,
why do men still be walking out doing them after you just said I do?
Because those are not godly men.
I was just about to say, God ain't had nothing to do with that.
They're not men who have that in their heart. See, you're still an individual. You have to, let me tell you, people who get married, at some point, you're going to fall out of love. You fall back in love. You have to make the choice. It's not about just being in love.
That's why I'm scared.
You have to make the choice. I choose. Yeah.
I'm scared. Don't fall out.
Yeah. You have to choose to love. You which that trailer just came out, but you have to choose to love someone. I think
those men, those are God's doing.
Well, I think that it's all what's in the heart. That's why the Bible says God reads the heart. It's all what's in the heart. I think the heart of man, whatever is in his heart, is who he is.
So God know the heart when that man at the end of the hour fake crying, knowing that he gonna cheat on you after this.
Well, sometimes I don't think everybody goes in with the intentions, because we do have an enemy walking the earth out there. And I don't think that everybody goes in with the intentions. I think that sometimes people just get caught up, or the temptation. We all fall short. And I think it's just the temptations out there. I mean, sometimes it's just like,
I mean, it do be tempting, but so glad I never walked nobody out. Because I feel like now, as an adult, an adult, I don't want to commit an adultery, because that too is a sin. However,
there's a lot of
killing is a sin too. It's
all the same.
Don't play with me.
But I think it just depends on the people and where they are. And sometimes people got to deal with their issues. I know for me, I'm dealing with me right now. I'm ready for commitment, marriage, and all that good stuff.
I mean,
I've been alone for a while now.
Me too. And that's like sometimes you just like being alone. It's also like, hey, like when you find that person though, it's like, okay, you on what I'm on and I'm on what you on. It's like, okay, I just feel as if
but
we're genuinely happy because we were looking for each other. Like maybe we're soulmates,
Well, I think that soulmates, that's an interesting word. I think about that because sometimes I think, and speaking of soulmates, because I want to lead into this, Evan Lozada is coming back to Basketball Wives. And she and Tamar Braxton did that show. I think it was.
Don't forget Nivea.
Yeah, Nivea. But I know. I don't think she found nobody though. This.
Nivea. You did all that damn crying on the show and they find you no peace.
You so wrong.
She couldn't take nobody to the laundromat.
Well,
that's crazy.
Well, Evelyn got engaged, and so did Tamar. Was it called the Queen's Court?
The Queen's Court.
Okay. Well, Evelyn got engaged, and so did Tamar. Tamar looks like she is beaming.
And I love that for her because I just feel like after Vince, I didn't think it was another person for her because I feel like Tamar has not been Tamar.
Yeah, in a long time.
Yeah. And then even with the Nigerian dude, I thought like they were, head over heels. But like some people are in it for the wrong reason, no matter what your stature is in life. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm just wondering how this gonna work because Evelyn's coming back to Basketball Wives, so I'm pretty sure that's probably going to be part of the storyline.
Yeah.
But here's my thing. I think reality shows, they always break up relationships. Definitely. And that's too new and too tender. I'm a little scared for her with that.
Literally every, like whether it's a client of mine, a friend of mine, anybody that I know that is on reality TV, or even if I'm just watching it, your relationship is broken up somehow, some way. And whether it be for TV, because when it's for TV, you have to live that in real life. Because when people see you, when you go to bookings or hostings, we go on shows and stuff like that, you still have to live that. Like, oh yeah, I got you on number, like Kirk and Rashida, for instance. Like that's something that they're going to have to live with forever. Yeah. I got publicly humiliated in front of national TV.
That's reality TV.
But with Evelyn, I mean, she got headbutted on national TV. So...
She didn't get headbutted on national TV.
I thought he did that on the show.
No. They weren't. She wasn't on the show actually when that happened.
Oh,
she came back because remember
you were publicly humiliated.
Yeah, and then she did the Yolanda song "Fix My Life," and I kind of really felt bad for her and people were saying stuff like, "Oh, well, she's always starting stuff. She deserved it," but I didn't feel that. I felt like. She tried to do the work. She realized there was some issues there. And, but at the same time, it was no excuse.
Yeah.
Abuse is abuse, Because I'm not trying to take it back there or whatever, but it's just, sometimes it's just.
And don't get us wrong, because what's up with Jazzie does not condone any violence whatsoever.
No.
However, Chad Ochocinco, if we're talking about it, that man and his new wife, Chad went and did everything he could.
Yeah.
That's the love of his life. Like, he went to learn how to do makeup, so she wouldn't have to book another makeup artist. He knows how to do hair, does nails, feet, all of that. That's a man. That's a man. Well, I don't care.
But she was on that. She had a reality show.
His wife?
Yeah, the new wife, the one that just, I think they had a baby. Mm-hmm, yeah, she had a reality show. She's a real estate agent. She has her own brokerage, I believe. I've seen it.
Really?
Yeah, it was on Netflix.
I was just about to say, it was on Netflix.
Yeah, and and it was pretty good. But she seems to love him very much, and they seem to be a good fit. And I think, I was watching an old interview with K. Michelle talking with Jason Lee, and she was talking about when she and Idris Elba dated for a while, and she was saying that he told her that he would never commit to one woman, but then he got married.
That messed her up.
Yeah, I think that. Wait a minute. Yeah, exactly.
But that was like a public chase. Like, K. Michelle wanted him way more than he wanted her.
Well, it started out. I think, as a fun thing, and then I think she wanted more. But one of the things she said that was pertinent that I thought she said, men are different with different women. Mm-hmm. Do you believe that?
So I just feel like you definitely are a different person for a different woman, because they're going to show you different stuff. Like,
I think K. Michelle is the home girl. K. She gonna tell it like it is. But you have to understand, and this is the way I see it. And no, I love K. Michelle. It's no diss to her. Yeah. I think what I observe, I don't know if he's really like this, but what I observe is when you're basically friends with a prince, and you, if you notice, the young lady he had his child by, she was quite reserved, kind of in the background. Mm-hmm. And also, because is he considered an A-lister? At one point, definitely. He was.
Everybody wanted Idris Elba.
Yeah. And so I feel like, she was kind of the fun girl.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But I think when it came down to it, he wanted someone a little bit more in the background, a little bit more reserved.
He couldn't make her his wife.
Right. And I think the young lady he married sort of kind of fits that role. And so I think, and sometimes I don't think it's so much that men are different with different women. I think men know what they want, but they still a man. They still gonna, we still gonna, they still gonna kick it with you. But it doesn't mean just because they kicking it with you, they want to marry you, because they already have an idea of the type of woman that they would prefer as a wife.
Exactly. Like, he knows who he wanted to bring home to his mother. Like, and no disrespect, but it clearly wasn't her. Like, me, I wanted Idris Elba from Daddy's Little Girl. Like, I wanted you to fight for me like you fought for them kids.
Yeah.
But, clearly that's not what he wanted. Well, he ain't never met me. Because I probably would have been, Mr. Elba.
Well, I never really, I always thought he was nice looking, but I never was one that was like, ooh, Idris Elba. I just never looked at him that way.
When I heard that he talks like this.
I looked at him more for his, whether y'all believe it or not, for his acting ability. I really did.
Yes, the way he can switch his life.
Yeah, because he's really a good actor. I really wanted him to be James Bond. I wanted him to be James Bond so bad. But you know who I would want if they did do an African-American male as James Bond? Cool. The gentleman, oh God, I can't remember his name, from Bridgerton, the first one.
I thought you were going to say Jamie Foxx.
No. Oh yeah, that's a whole nother. But from Bridgerton, the young man that was in the first season, I think he would be.
I never watched that show.
You never watched Bridgerton?
So
oh my God.
Speaking of, Tiana Taylor just dropped her shoe. She has like that new shoe with Jordan. And she did a whole Bridgerton, like Bridgerton meets Harlem.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
And she had like this big launch party.
Yeah.
And all that.
But I do want to talk about this. Did you ever watch Sex in the City?
I did. Before they made like a spinoff in the shows and stuff like that, I think I watched it like as a kid. Like I snuck and watched it.
Yeah, I keep forgetting you're so much younger than me. Oh, God. Okay, so anyway, Sex in the City. Do you remember Samantha, the character Samantha? Kim Cattrall, the actor. Yes.
She was okay, the blonde. Okay.
Well, Carrie was blonde, the main actor that was the writer also.
Okay.
That was Sarah Jessica
She was
Parker.
the dirty blonde. Kim
Cattrall. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one who was sort of like sleeping with everybody.
Yeah.
Well, oh my God. And just like that, the sequel, came out, the first season, and Kim Cattrall was like, no, I'm done with this. I'm not coming back. And oh my God, we missed her. We lost Big, Stanford, the gentleman that played her best friend, he was gay, and we lost him in real life. He passed away of cancer.
Biggie Small?
No, Big. You remember Carrie? No,
I thought you were talking about Biggie Small.
No, Carrie Big, Mr. Big, her husband or love interest on the show. That she ran. Well, okay. So she ran after Mr. Big for years, and finally, eventually, they got back together in the last season, in the last show. And then they got married in the first movie, because I saw all the Sex and the City movies. So now they have, and just like that, they've got a whole new cast. They've got the 3 original girls, ex Kim Cattrall. But the fans, I love Kim Cattrall, and I'm pleading. She's doing a short cameo in the new season of Just Like That. A little short cameo, but I'm praying and hoping that she'll come back, because we love Samantha, and I loved her being, the digging word. Don't say it. We on YouTube. But I loved her being that, Samantha. She was just my girl. I love Samantha.
That word. I knew that's what you was talking about.
Yeah, the digging word. But I loved her, so she's doing a cameo and coming back. You have to watch it. You can buy the episode. Well, you can rent them.
I'm trying to get me a CPA. I ain't buying no Kim Cattrall. Love you, boo. Hope you come back. So you get free on Prime. Hallelujah. Next topic.
Well, okay. Well, moving on.
Speaking of Jamie Foxx, though.
Yes.
Girl, I thought everything was good with Jamie Foxx. And then they said he was released. Now they're saying like he's paralyzed and he's partially blind.
I've been hearing a lot of rumors about Jamie Foxx. And to be honest, I don't really have a lot to say on this, because the family is being very private, and it's understandable. Jamie Foxx was always a very private person.
Right.
And, and they're not really speaking much. Allegedly he had a stroke, and they're saying also allegedly an aneurysm. I don't know. Ooh. But if he's in a rehabilitation, then it's quite serious. Usually that's for people who have gone through some type of serious trauma, because, I have people in the medical field in my family. So I do know about some things, but Jamie, I love Jamie Foxx. I mean, he's such a talent. I love his spirit. I have watched every Jamie Foxx episode over and over. Yes, I've watched all the syndications.
To think I was fancy.
Yeah,
and I wanted the DJ to come and play that Freaky Love song.
I love that show. I loved him in Ray. When he would sing, I used to love to hear him sing. Jamie Foxx is truly a true talent, but he talked about his struggles with pharmaceuticals. I'll say it that way. But he talked about his struggles with that, and even that Oprah and I think Sidney Poitier and others did an intervention And yeah, and he had talked about, and I'm gonna be honest, before all this happened, I was watching something I saw him on, and he looked different to me. He looked a little bit more fragile to me. And so yeah, I could see it, I don't know. I have this sixth sense. I pay attention to people and the changes.
Definitely.
Like I can pick up on those things.
But I can only do that with women though. Like I feel as if I can read a woman through her like Instagram profile, like or just like seeing people on TV and stuff like that. Like I'm like, okay, you're definitely not happy. You're definitely going through it. Like there's something going on. And not to bring it up, but like when Tamar was going through it, like I could literally like you bring her like a rag. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's literally
something's going
falling apart. But now I feel like Tamar is back on her pedestal.
Yeah.
She's getting back. But with Jamie, when he went through his hair loss phase, excuse me, I just felt as if it was like, you just cut your hair like a regular dude. Like you was just.
He lost his hair.
He did, and this was like years ago, and his daughter had won an award or something like that, and she accepted it on his behalf. Mm-hmm. And he was in the audience, and he had a bald head, but I never knew that he was going through like his pharmaceutical phase.
Well, I think he had talked about struggling with that for a while at one time, supposedly. But I love Jamie Foxx. I'm rooting for him. He seems like, no one has anything bad to say. People love Jamie Foxx. He just has such a great energy, spirit. And he just seems like you can tell that he's just genuinely, authentically a great, nice guy. Mm-hmm. And I think this is so sad. And I'm really rooting for him. And I'm hoping that he comes through this. And my prayers and my wishes for his family, for them to come through, and God be with you. I really am, because I just love Jamie Foxx. I think he is just so great. And plus, I still play his first album. That was my album, honey.
The DJ to come and play that Freaky Love song.
Exactly. Well, another thing that's in the headlines right now that people are talking about is this new movie, The Color Purple. The trailer dropped. I had to bring that back when you was doing it.
I'm so glad that they brought this.
But it's gonna be a musical.
No, this one is like a movie.
It's a movie, but it's a.
Oh yeah,
it's a musical in the movie.
It's like High School Musical, but Color Purple musical.
Well,
but I'm so happy that they brought Fantasia back.
Well, she was the perfect person.
If they didn't have her play Silly Girl, I don't know. But they got Taraji playing Suge Avery.
Well, you know what? I really hope, because this is a musical and she sang. God, did you hear that song she sang? The trailer, one of the songs she sang in the movie.
Fantasia?
Yes,
that's the original.
Oh my God, that
song.
My sister. Oh my God, she sounds amazing. And when I tell you, I was like, go Fantasia. I love Fantasia. I have seen her just evolve. Literally. I'm so happy for her.
Like Fantasia with the gap in her teeth to now.
What does that have to do?
I'm saying, like, we don't watch that girl grow up. Like, from when Fantasia couldn't read.
What in the ham sandwich does that have to do with anything?
She is grown, just evolving. She is in a happy relationship. She is married. She got her 2 kids. Like, she's just doing a big one. And she's still booked and very busy.
And I love the way her husband supports her.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. He loves
her. And you know they was only knowing each other for 2 weeks?
But that's possible. That's I keep telling people it doesn't have to do.
It's never too soon.
You know what it is? I saw one time a guy talking, and it might have been a pastor. I think it was a sermon. But one of the things he said was, it's not about the length of time that you know somebody. It's really about that connection and what you feel. You can fall in love with somebody in 2 weeks, 2 days, 2 years, 2 months. You can, and it's very possible. It's very possible. And I think when people say this time thing, no, all you're doing is just wasting it, because if it's there, it's just there. Period. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, you want to make sure that the person ain't, they got.
But it's definitely if you know, like, that's my person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love you. Like, and it's so scary because, you don't want to jinx nothing, and you really don't want to say stuff too fast, because it's like, oh my gosh, am I going to embarrass myself saying this? Like, if I tell you I love you because genuinely that's what I feel, it's also like, okay, if I did this the same way in my past relationships and it didn't work, how do I know for certain that this time when I say it, or when I move like this, or I do stuff like this, that it'll work, Like,
because I think you and the person have to be on the same page, and I think when you're on the same page. I think when you have to wonder if it's going to work, then don't say it.
But what if that person is just as nervous as me?
Really? A man ain't gonna be nervous if he feeling it, and if he know, he gonna tell you.
Well, it's two men in my situation, so I'm trying to say, what if this man don't say it as fast as that man? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Well, maybe you need to narrow it down to one first.
I'ma say it first, and I wear the skirts and dresses and the pants.
Well, I think that in my experience in the past, when a man just loved me, he just told me. He knew it. When he knew, he just knew. And if I love somebody, I don't have a problem with saying it. I don't care whether it work or not.
Jazzie, there's been a lot of love. There's been a lot of love. I just go there with my friend. It's like, me too. That's what I'm saying, girl. I want to make the wrong mistake.
But here's my thing. Even as a female, if I love somebody, I'm honest. Like, I feel like just go in being honest. I feel like, with no expectations, that's where you get hurt. Because if you're going in with expectations, or are you saying it because, hey, I love you. This is just what it is. I feel it. Period.
What is love? Like, do I like you strongly? And it's just like,
okay, if you gotta ask what is love.
No, because it's like, I felt like I've seen it before. I know that I love my mama. I know I love my great grandma. I know I love you.
Oh.
It's just like, it's different aspects and different levels to this love stuff. When it's my person, how do I know, like, okay, no, I'm not even, I love you.
Because it's natural.
I'm in love with you.
You don't have to work hard. Someone told me many years ago, love is natural.
And my grandfather, who was a pastor, he always would say in the pulpit, love is what love does.
Yeah. Love is natural. It's just, there's not a lot of there is work in relationships and commitments and things, but it's very natural. It doesn't feel like I said, if you have to worry if that person feels the same, there's a disconnect there. Something's not connecting. Anytime I've ever felt confident in a relationship, I knew we both felt the same thing, because I just knew. I didn't feel no worry about it. I didn't feel no anxiety about it. I think when you are loved by the right person, the anxiety goes out the window, the worrying goes out the window. It's like you're just being, and you're loving who you are, and you're loving who you are with that person. Because I think the right love makes you love yourself even more. Because when you're struggling, do this person love me? When you're struggling to figure out, does this person feel the same, or what? Oh, I don't know. Something's wrong. There's a disconnect, because it shouldn't be a struggle.
What else I had to realize is, if you cannot be, I watched this reel the other day, and this person said, I knew I was in love when, and it was a couple, and they just kept going back and forth. Like we match each other's love, like we match each other, and they're getting dressed. So I'm thinking, oh, this is about to be like, oh, we match each other's outfits and stuff like that. No, they're saying like, basically in a lump sum, if you cannot be yourself around this person,
Yeah.
that's not your person.
That's not your person.
If I have to walk on eggshells around
Yeah.
you, okay, so now let me ask you.
This is a relationship show.
Right. Have you, we helping somebody. Somebody needed it.
We're going to go with it, y'all. Let's just go with it.
How are you always yourself in every situation that you've been in that I've been, because I can tell you for myself, every situation that I've been, I definitely have not been myself. Like it's sometimes I'm trying to be that person that I know you want, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what messes me up because you came in here wanting me from what you saw way before we even tried this. And now I'm trying to be like, oh, I see you like that person picture. So now let me try to dress like that. Or now let me try to be like that. Let me try to, you know, give that.
All I can be, and it's good you brought this up because I was actually thinking about this the other day. All I can be is me. And I'm happy with me. I am very content and comfortable with me. And if someone is not comfortable with me, if they want to like some other girl's pictures or like, because, you know, maybe whatever, for whatever reason, or they looking sexy to them or whatever reason that they like, that's on them. That has nothing to do with how I feel about me. And it starts with you loving you and seeing you the way God sees you. Because I definitely see myself the way God sees me. I love me. I'm not a tiny little woman. I used to be a little bitty size 2 for many, many years. Well, you know, you get older and things spread and things. And guess what? You know what? But I love me. I love my body. I love my over 50 body. You know, I deal with, you know, changes hormonally every day, but I'm still loving me. And it ain't stopping, you know, me from
other people.
It ain't stopping, you know, I ain't missing no attention or nothing, but still it's not about that for me. All I can do is be me and be the best, amazing, incredible me that I can be.
Right.
And that has to be good enough. Because if somebody needs to keep searching or they have to keep liking another woman's picture or searching or DMing somebody or doing that, then you know what? Obviously, you know, they're still searching for something that, you know, I mean, I feel like it don't have nothing to do with me. Because I like me. I'm very comfortable. I love me. I love me. I'm comfortable with me. And so I'm like, okay, so how I handle that is I just say, you know, obviously I must not be what you are looking for. I must not have your interest. So you go do you, and I'm going to do me. And I think I'm pretty sure I'm going to be all right. I like that. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be all right.
And this one thing about it is, I hate for people to get in things and feel as if because I said I love you, now that we're not together or that we're separated or whatever, I don't love you. No, when I say I love you, baby, I love you forever. Yeah. Like I'm gonna always love you or have love for you. I'm just not in love with you, and I don't love the way that things ended, or you know, like the way things have went.
Well, however, I think that if you love somebody and you break up and all of a sudden you just can't stand them or hate them, obviously you never loved them. Just, you know, you can know that that's probably not the person for you and still love them. Doesn't mean you're going to be with them, and you're very clear on that, but you still need a process of healing and getting rid of those feelings. And I think, you know, that's what people do. They want to hate the person that, you know, even if it's a person that might have not been the best person, you know, even if I'm probably not going to really associate with them because they're too toxic and they're not bringing anything but disruption in my life, I don't hate them. I just know whatever their issues are, I'm not taking that on. I'm going to get away from that. I'm going to pray for you, and I'm going to continue to heal from that and move forward. but I'm not going to hate you, you know. And eventually the love that I have would be more or less, you know, because it's spiritual and I'm supposed to have some type of regard for you. But
yes, like I try not to hate people. I don't hate nobody. I try not to strongly dislike people either. It's like, come on, you only get but so many times to do me wrong. To the point, it's like now you've made me like build this wall of resentment, and it's like I will never be able to trust you. I can't love you like I used to love you. I'm always going to love you and have, like I said, have love for you. But it's like a dumbed down version of love. Like, okay, if you were dying, yeah, I may show up to the hospital type vibe.
yeah,
But if you just call me on a regular, I'm definitely gonna hit decline because we're not on that type of terms. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't call me. And don't have your mama calling me either. She's blocked.
Well, you know, I think that when people try too hard to make somebody, just because you have those emotions, you can't make somebody love you. I think I've seen this so many times in people that I know personally, and they just have a tendency that if the person doesn't and that comes back to expectations. I have no expectations in no one. Really? And I'm going to tell you why. Yep. I have no expectations because what I'm doing is examining, I'm getting to know you, I'm paying attention. And that to me is what creates, in a healthy way, expectations once you see that character. If you're getting to know somebody and you're trying to be romantic with somebody, and there are certain red flags, and there are things like, if you need them, say, you know, you have a flat tire, and you know, you call them and say, can you, I'm here, I'm stranded, whatever, can you come pick me up? And they've got every excuse in the world. You know, you can't depend on them. So that's not an expectation you should have. When you know this person, every time you're trying to spend quality time or see them, there's an excuse they're not trying to spend time like that. That's an expectation you should not have. When you know that when this person is never reaches out, you're always the one texting, you're always the one calling, but they never do, then they're showing you don't have an expectation of me communicating. So I think you have to get to know somebody before you can have any type of expectations, because you got to know, well, what expectations should I have? And that's in friendships and romantic. That ain't just romantic. That's also in friendships.
Right.
That, because people show you what to expect. They show you what to expect and what not to expect. They show you out the gate. And so I have no expectations in anyone because I watch and see what you show me. And when you show me you're not dependable, when you show me that you're not a person that communicates, when you show me you're not a person that you still pretty much don't want to have commitments, then
now I'm ready to put sugar in the tank, because why would you talk to me like that? And why would you kiss me on my neck like that? And now all of a sudden you went ghost for 3 days. Like, that's dumb. Now you can't go to work. You better call an Uber every day.
Okay, my girl. What's the? I bust the windows out your car. Yeah. Okay, Jasmine. So
I didn't mean it, but I left my mark. Stupid.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's how I feel, and that's how I learn, because it's the expectations that breaks your heart. The expectations. And you can sometimes have expectations and people meet those expectations and then they change. And then that becomes betrayal. So, it's just all in the person and the character. I think where we make the mistake is that we fall for someone and we start putting them on this pedestal that's very unrealistic.
Oh my gosh, like I'm imagining it after day one, like how we gonna look waking up to each other every day, like how me and your mama gonna interact at the cookout, like damn, do I wanna wear a suit or a dress to the wedding? Like that. And it's so sad because it's like that's when people have attachment issues.
Yeah.
But then it's like, dang, do I have that because I didn't have the best relationship with my father, you know, like not having the relationship that I want with my mother. It's like, okay, so when I do find my person, I want to show you like, okay, I was raised right. I know how to love. I know how to take care. Like, I know how to provide. Like, I want you to feel as if you're at home with me. You know, like I want you to feel, I want to treat you.
Well, they got to be at home with themselves first.
Right.
Because you can't, you know, and if a person has issues, I don't take on people's issues. I will allow people to share with me. If they want to communicate and talk to me and share with me some things that they're dealing with. But in a relationship, I don't take on people's issues. I'm going to need you to get that cleared up and be whole before we can be together. Because Jazzie has worked on herself.
Yeah, don't come broken because I don't have the hands to fix nobody. I don't like puzzles and stuff like that. Or word searches.
Yes.
You're going to have to come like already pre-fixed. Yeah. But granted, don't because I'm not all the way there. So it's like, let's fix with each other. Like, let's grow.
No, that is so unrealistic. Because everybody don't get fixed at the same time.
Right, that's why it takes time.
Like but everybody's not shut up. Everybody's not going to be fixed at the same time.
Right.
And you don't know everybody's trauma.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. You don't know.
And so the thing about it is when people say, let's fix it together. No, I'm going to need you to get fixed on your own, do the work, and come to me whole because I have done the work and I'm whole.
But the song say, let's stay together. So like within, good
as a whole,
or bad,
yeah.
broken.
Okay, wait, but you don't understand. You come together whole does not mean you're not going to go through challenges and hard times. But if you are individually whole people and you go through those challenges and hard times, you will stay together. You know why? Because you will know how to work together to fix it.
But I feel like that's
because if you're both broken and some challenges come that might be very, very tough, somebody's gonna crumble.
Right. But that's why it's like, okay, man, like I can rebake this cookie. Like you don't gotta crumble that bad. Like I can put you back together.
But you want to fix them. You want to fix.
I don't want to fix you. I want to help fix your
Listen to what you just said. I can put you back together.
Right, because it might just be like mommy issues. Like it's okay.
Yeah, but they have to fix that.
Right. I'm helping you through it. Like, let's talk about it. Let's pray about it. You know, like.
But if they're not ready to do that, people have to be ready to fix themselves. Everybody ain't ready. People have to be ready. People have to be ready to be healed. People have to be ready. Just like, what do people say in AA meetings? The first thing they say, they tell them to say, to acknowledge when they stand up.
Hi, my name is such and such, and I am addicted to alcohol.
I
think you just wanted me to say that. What you trying to say? But no, because hi, my name is Jerry's King, and I think I got attachment issues.
Well, maybe you do.
No, I don't. Girl, I grew up. For real.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I think everybody has their own journey.
Right. And I feel like it's not meant for anybody else to solve but God. You feel me? Like, you have to take that time for you. That's a part of the self-love, self-appreciation, self-evaluating. Okay, this is what I don't like. This is what I do like. This is what I'll tolerate. This is what I won't tolerate. And this is my niche. This is not my niche. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you also have to learn, you have to relearn yourself. Like, we're born into this world to go through trials and tribulations, obstacles, like day in and day out. But when we become that adult, like, you know, a real adult, and some people are rushing to adulthood, you know, even as a child because of the things that they go through as a child. However, I feel like when you do have to face situations on your own, especially in relationships, I feel as if it's so hard. Like I have cousins that have been together since high school, and it's been so many trials and tribulations that would have like threw me away from the person years ago. Like they've been together decades, still not married. But I just feel as if
whoever that cousin is, you have mentioned this a few times.
You don't know what I'm talking about, bro. But it's just like stuff like that because we don't know no better. It's like we have not experienced nobody else except us too. So when we do dip out or we dib and dab, it's like, okay, well, maybe I like this. Like, maybe I like that. Maybe she made me laugh a different way. Maybe she know how to cook a different way. You feel what I'm saying?
Sometimes people become emotionally lazy.
Right. And it's like, I really want to detach because now I'm bored.
They're complacent.
A child is not going to play with them same teething toys and Legos for forever.
But like, that couple has become complacent.
Mm-hmm. And very comfortable.
They're comfortable in their toxicity.
You've made kids trying to keep y'all together. No. Because y'all been making kids for so long. Like, oh, I was about to say something. Y'all been making kids for so long, like to the point where now that you've had one and the child is of age, now you're trying to show the child, oh, this is what mommy and daddy is supposed to look like. This is what home is supposed to look like. But deep down inside, that's not showing the child nothing because when he gets old enough to, understand and comprehend, oh, mommy and daddy was never happy. So is this what I'm supposed to do? Like when I get a girlfriend, am I supposed to,
Pretty much, I can say this. There's nothing being hidden. Children are very smart.
Especially
and trust me, there are things, red flags and things that are being shown that the child may not say anything, but there's stuff that, because people are human
mm-hmm.
and you can't be perfect all the time. And, and you can only hide things for so long. And that's the thing. People are human. I just feel like this. People lie to themselves too much.
And I feel like we expect like superheroes out of our parents.
Yeah.
And our parents are literally just an older version of us. I feel like we're a spitting image of our parents. And sometimes we follow their same route and sometimes we go the best way for us. However, I just feel as if it's learned behavior. And you train up a child in the way that they should go. However, when they see stuff and when they learn stuff and when they, absorb things,
mm-hmm.
that their parents go through, it's almost as if that's what brings in the complacent factor. Like, okay, so this is what I'm supposed to do. If this situation comes about to me, I have to handle it like my mom or better than my mom. Like, I can keep a man for real. He beat me or he cheat on me, da 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 da. Oh, this is how I keep him. I know how to, make the situation better. But I don't know.
Well, I think people have to learn how to. Well, that's to identity crisis stuff. I mean, mm-hmm. people have to let go of the past, let go of trauma, and live and learn how to be and love who they are. And you know what? That's the hardest thing it seems for society to do these days.
And that's why.
And I see so many people that really use social media to give them confidence and to give them a self-esteem.
And look at what it's done for so many people. For instance, another topic, DC Young Fly's wife. Literally, DC Young Fly from Nick Cannon's show Wildin' Out.
Oh.
She passed away.
Yes, that's a topic. We definitely have to touch on that. They think allegedly from the plastic surgery. She was doing the mommy makeover.
But look at what it is because everybody's showing old videos and they're like, her body was sick. Like, you are wilding out.
She was beautiful.
You're so beautiful.
Oh my God. And I was like, why would she do that? She was so gorgeous.
Because everybody feels as if they have to be that it girl. Like oh no, I want my boobs to sit up like this. My butt has to sit up like this. I need my stomach snatched. And it just gets to the point where it's like overwhelming. Like, even my mother, she came to me about stuff, and I always look back at Kanye's mom, and I'm like, Kanye's mom just wanted to feel beautiful again. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was an older woman, and now Kanye does not have a mother because she wasn't able to take the anesthesias, the medicines that they were giving her over there. And now that's something that he has to live with for the rest of his life because, of course, he paid for it and stuff like that, And he was just trying to add to his mother's happiness, enhancing her happiness. Like, Mom, okay, this is something you want. Okay, let's do it. If this is going to make you feel beautiful, then do it. And I feel as if that's the same way DC Young Fly sent his wife off. Babe, okay, you don't need it, but if this is what's going to make you happy, let's do it, you know? And
yeah, and I think, and I have nothing against if people want to have work done in plastic surgery, but I do think that you definitely I think you really need to do your research, and I really think you need to, because it's really you're supposed to have. I think before you do that kind of stuff, you're supposed to have a full physical. Like you're supposed to have a thorough physical, because my understanding before Whitney Houston passed, she wanted to get some work done, and the doctor said no. They said allegedly her heart was already from the things that she have done over the years, that they said that she already had a bad heart, so he wouldn't do it.
I've had clients that said the same thing, like right before they went to try to go get their surgery, it's like, oh no, you have a problem in your blood. And then they find out that it's nothing really wrong with your blood. They just didn't zoom in on your bones the right way or something like that. But I just feel as if you have those signs, or if the doctor is saying no, literally take that as a sign from God.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't do
Yes,
this.
again.
And, just go to the gym, girl, or just stay big.
Sorry, guys, I had to fix the lighting.
Like, just love who you are. And I feel like nowadays, it's just like, okay, y'all are playing Russian roulette. Y'all isn't me too, because I done thought about sitting on the table too.
Yeah, I just talked you off the ledge.
I still might need help because I'm hanging like cliffhanger. Like, oh, if I fall, I can't hurt myself.
I'm just trying to age gracefully. I'm very into skincare. That's a big thing for me. Skin. I have an esthetician that I go to religiously. Isabella, she's amazing. I've had her on my show. She is fantastic. So if you guys are local in the area, Steel City Spa, Isabella, she's your girl. And and I'm big on that. I do exercise, but I do core exercises. My doctor told me to do just 5-10 minutes of core exercises a day, because my any weight gain or things, they're hormonal. And if you do not know, I've seen women of a particular age and over 40, over 50, and if you do not know, who have hormonal weight gain, and if you don't know which hormone that you're trying to attack, you can really gain the weight, even more weight, doing the strenuous workouts. And that's what a lot of women don't know. You have to know which hormone is the one that's causing it. And if you don't know, it's best core exercises, 5-10 minutes a day is what I do to maintain low sugar, low carbs. And I drink a lot of water. But I'm not trying to be a bombshell. I'm happy with Jazzie. I don't need to look like anybody but me. And if someone has an issue with that, that's on them. That's not on me. I'm very happy with my body. I'm very happy with who I am. Yes, of course, I want to change some things. I would still like to, I'm still working on, shrinking in a little bit more. But there's some things not going on. Even when I was a size 2 and 0 and 4 and all those things, I've always been a curvy girl. I've always had booty, and I've always had these. So it didn't matter, because at a 0, I look like a size 2. At a 2, I look like a 4. At a 4, I look like a 6. At a 6, I look like an 8. Even though, because I've always had this hourglass shape. I've had it my whole life. So, I always feel like, hey, I love it, because there's a lot of people paying for what I already got. But I hate that happened to her, because she was so gorgeous, so beautiful. And it was like, oh my God, really? And, and that brings me to the young lady, Did you hear about the young lady who had all the surgeries to look like Kim Kardashian? And she just recently passed from doing another surgery.
Literally. I just
feel.
And those doctors will tell you, like, okay, I have this many amount of deaths, like this percentage of death, and people will still agree to go. Like, he was like, yeah, I can give you everything you need.
Because a lot of people have identity crisis.
Heck yeah. If they see what you can give them and it's way cheaper, I don't care how many people die. Like, I'm not gonna die. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, and then they die. I mean, pass.
Even the people that get like the local anesthesia and stuff like that, and you're awake while you're doing it, no, that's still too much for me. Because now I'm watching myself die. I'm not about to. I mean, pass. But I'm not about to do that. Like, I just feel like that's crazy to me, and so many people are becoming hip to it. Everybody's about to look like everybody, and that's about to be sick.
Well, here's the thing. I actually made a post in my Instagram stories months ago, and I don't know if anybody really caught it. And I said, is it just me? No matter what race, no matter who it is, everyone is starting to look exactly alike. It's like they're all everybody, and I'm not no shade, do you? But I'm gonna be honest. I can't tell who's from who. I'm like, who the hell is that? They be like, is that that's such as I'm like, no, it ain't. I can't tell.
Girl, please, like everybody just want this hourglass figure, and then Coach Stormy. Did you see that she got a drainage recently?
Who's that?
Coach Stormy Wellington, the life coach. You've never heard of her?
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Coach Stormy, she basically is like a well-renowned life coach, very rich lady, black lady. She went and got drainage on her behind, like they removed all her butt shots because she got illegal butt shots and stuff like that. So when they took her clothes off, it's like she had thighs and like a little piece of butt. But in clothes, it looks like, like you shaped out, So she paid like $40,000 for them to take out butt shots. But she said, please don't take out all the butt shots because I still want a butt.
They took out everything.
Look like it. They stuck that with a straw.
Well, let's talk about Angela because she looks amazing.
Angela who?
Former Black China.
Oh,
she
Angela
looks amazing. She looks so beautiful.
She looks amazing.
She's gorgeous, and she recently gave her life to Christ.
She did.
She looks absolutely out of this world.
Are doing great. Like, she's just so good.
I watched her mom on a podcast, and I know Tokyo Tony. She can be out there, but I like her.
I love
her. I love Tokyo Tony.
I love Tokyo Tony.
I saw a different side. It was, because on the show, when they did the reality show, it just seemed like, oh my God, what is going on? But once I really saw her, she looked amazing in this interview, and she was so classy. And I was like, is that Angela's mom?
She had the red on.
Yes, she looks beautiful.
But you gonna gag. Because after that interview, she read that girl for filth and then leaked the numbers and all that.
Why?
For everybody in Tokyo Tony. You think I'm medicinating?
Oh, so she got mad at the girl that interviewed her? I thought that girl and her were friends. It gave
like real cool vibes. Girl, they leaking each other numbers after that. Like, Tokyo was mad about some stuff. Girl, they done gave you gifts and all that. But I love Tokyo Tony. I want her to be like my auntie or something.
Well, she seems to me, I don't know. I think there's some issues there, but I think when she's in her white space, she seems to be a pretty cool person. But that is Angela's mom, and I really love it for them if they're really trying to, be mother and daughter and really try to keep their, rekindle their relationship. And I really pray that it works out for them because, I don't like to see that.
Mm-hmm. I hate seeing
families just bickering and stuff like that. But she looks amazing since she had all that stuff. She had her stuff removed and
her face
fillers and things like that.
She just looks so good.
She looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, I saw her. Did you see her when she had on like no makeup?
Yes.
She is gorgeous.
Like, oh my gosh.
She is absolutely gorgeous.
I always hated when she had her dimple piercings. Like, even like as a child, I used to hate seeing the holes in her face.
Yeah.
But now it's just like everything's so clean. She looks like a mom. Like, she just looks like so happy and healthy. And I love that for her.
She looks beautiful. And I just wish her all the best and everything. And, but I think that people are having, a lot of people these days are having identity crisis, because when you're doing surgeries like trying to look like a celebrity, or you feel like you're looking in the mirror and you're seeing something totally different from what we see, it's just disheartening, because I think, there's a lot of people who are just, they're thinking perfection and looking great is by what they see on social media. Look, I will tell you an example. There is a girl that I know, and in person, she wait, hold on. Stop. There's a girl I know.
What's that we did?
Okay, there's a girl that I know in person, she's an average cute girl, just average girl, I mean, literally. But when I see her on social media, I had to look at the name because I didn't know who the hell it was.
Not she face-tuned in it.
I didn't know who she was.
She looked like Space Face.
She looked gorgeous though.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they may make them.
But I did not. But you know what? I mean, it's filters, like you did a story. So explain filters to me. Explain filters to me, because I do, like, when I just want to make my picture brighter or something. Or
that's not a filter.
Because I don't do any filters.
Right, that's enhancing. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like I was telling you earlier, you can never get catfish because you look just like your picture.
I really do.
You're really beautiful.
I look exactly
just like the picture.
The pictures that you see is me.
What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
But I heard that you got to see this thing in person, believe me. However, I feel as if
stop trying to find a man on my show.
I was spoken for. I swear. No, I love you, babe. But for real, with the filters and stuff, I feel like people have gotten so insecure that, and I don't want to make this like a deep thing, but Facetune and FaceApp has so many women in a chokehold. Men too.
I don't even know how to use that.
Me either. Like, I've never been able to use that. And the crazy thing is, like, it takes your face from looking like regular. Like, sometimes all you need is a haircut.
Like you just had some fillers
and you got fillers, your lips bigger, your waist is so snatched, knowing that I know you wear a 32W. And then, like, your face is so smooth. But in person, you got, like, star crunch skin.
Yeah.
And that's what bothers me.
Totally different. I never use fillers. I just, exactly what you see is what, I'm old school. What you see, you take a picture, that's what you get. I'm not trying to do nothing.
Like, I might get a little Botox from time to time, but still. I look the same now that I did in my school pictures.
Well, ain't nothing wrong. Excuse me, y'all. Pay that no mind.
Yeah,
hallelujah.
Right. Anyway, for real, I just feel as if like the filters and the face tuning, it has to stop, because it's like, oh gosh, when people see you in person, and it's like, I know what you look like in person. When you go to do a video, now they got to the point that they make face tune video.
Oh God!
So your videos can look just as smoothed out and stuff like that as your picture. Girl, what? Beats by Briosha did not beat your face that good. No. And I'm tired of saying that too.
I didn't. you know, I just like being natural. I don't want to do all that stuff. And to me, it doesn't always look so great.
Love the skin I'm in.
Yeah, you know, but that's what I'm saying. People feel like they have this idea of what perfection and what being pretty and beautiful, what that looks like, when really all you have to do is drink some water,
mind your
use good skincare, you know what I'm saying? Walk 30 minutes a day, do a few crunches every night.
Nah, I ain't gonna walk.
Well, if you can't walk, do cardio 5-10 minutes in the morning a day and do some sit-ups every night, and you'll be surprised because skincare can make you literally look like you got fillers.
Tongue in the morning. Stop walking past the toothbrush to go get the face tune. Trying to take you a selfie. Use your toothbrush and mind your business, and I promise you, watch what God do for you. That's all.
Darius, oh my God, I love you so much. This is so great. Thank you guys again for joining me and my partner in crime for another special segment. Another special segment of Hot Talk, Hot Topics. We have enjoyed you once again, and you know we're gonna be back.
Another one.
Yes. Thank you again for watching. I'm your host, Jazzie Carrington, and my co-host, Mr. Darius King. And thank you guys. And we're out. Bye.